I always tell people this, especially on social media, I am the Messiah and I watch TV. Okay. You're on TV talking about we need more money for programs to take care of people. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer and I watch TV. They bring in a camera. You act like a heathen for hypocrites in front of that camera. Okay. Now, if you totally denounce Jesus Christ, okay, and you don't believe in the eternal existence of the Lord, okay, and you're an agnostic atheist that has completely lost your mind, and you're Richard Dawkins' pen pal, okay, then if I say I'm the Messiah and I watch TV, you should give a shit less. I don't care. I'm Chris Hitchens' alter ego. What's he going to do about it? It's not affecting anything. Doesn't affect anybody. Like the little girls in high school at Las Cruces High School. I don't see why I have to learn all this stuff in math class. It's not like it's going to affect me for the rest of my life. It's like they make you pay a 30% interest rate on a house that they say is $80,000 to children to paying $300,000 to over time. And then you won't get to spend any time with your husband or your children. Your children will be raised in this school, just like the school that you're raised in, to not understand accept totalitarian dictatorship of economics over your family, and they'll refer to it as democracy and freedom and a constitutional republic. And you see what I'm saying? You're like, help, you're right. And so you try to explain this to people over and over and over again, and it's sadder than a Paul Simon song could ever think about being. Yeah, Kennedy Center honors, right? So you're sitting there and you're watching the news, right? And they have this law professor at Harvard saying, this is unconstitutional against the First Amendment, and it's taking away our ability to get lots of federal money from the federal government to train people to be trained consumers that are batshit fucking crazy. I didn't say that. Parsons is going to say it on his YouTube later. Of course I'm going to. Because I love you. Stevie B, early not a B, early a P, or Ralph Parsons. But Stevie B just sings songs to girls that are fashion models that are probably the producer's girl. And he sings like he loves her, but he doesn't get to have sex with her because the guy who's the producer of the video will have him killed. How Suge Knight of you. Do you understand, P. Diddy? I've got to be tough and cool. You got to pray idiots that are stupid and psychotic to take a bullet for you or kill somebody for you so you can feel like the HNIC. Hey, is that Morgan Freeman? Is he trying to sell you drugs or a home that you have to pay only $80,000 for, but you pay $300,000 over the compass interest for 30 years, and you're never going to spend any time with your children, and your husband, the mechanic, is going to die from cancer, but the guy who owns the hospital will recover. The people in El Paso at the Children's Research Center and and the cancer hospitals love you. And the people at UTEP that want your kids to put a spacecraft to maintain the status quo of genocide operations love you too. And taking a Molotov cocktail and throwing it into some rich guy's house isn't going to give us the Lord's Prayer, you bloody fucking idiots. You're bloody idiots. Damn! We suck again. What do you mean? Yeah, I guess for otra vez another day. Otra vez, ay Maria. Well, I like that song. But, you guys understand? All right. I repeat then. I am the Messiah and I watch television. Now, if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you don't believe in the eternal Spirit of the Lord, you have no faith. You think the Lord's Prayer is a joke, and you think I'm an idealist that gets people killed, and your grandpa or your uncle or your dad has a job at Fort Huachuca that performs mass genocide for oil corporations, then you don't care if I'm the Messiah and watch TV, right? Okay? But if you claim to be a Christian, you claim to be a Muslim, you claim to share the faith of Father Abraham, and you want to spread the beauty and the perfection of the Lord's Prayer, the wisdom of Proverbs, and the faith of Psalms, and the pillars of faith worldwide today, you better stand up with me, because David Rockefeller's filming it all, and there's nothing in life that David Rockefeller hated more than self-righteous religious hypocrites. You can't be a religious hypocrite. Well, yeah, you're a religious hypocrite. You're pretending to be a religious person, but you're not. That's a hypocrite. He's an actor. And she's an actor. Don't forget the ones with vaginas that are always asking money for sexual procreation. She's an actor y también. Okay? ¿Tú entiendes? Okay, muy bien. Earl, I get why people love me. I understand it completely. I also understand why people hate me, especially like presidents at Harvard and presidents of the United States and heads of Pentagons and heads of KGBs. I see why they hate me. It's not fair. He's the best jock. He's more intelligent than all of our super nerds that make all the equipment to keep us the authority and large and in charge, and all the girls want to have sex with us because they're afraid that I'll have them killed. And to leave Al Bishar alone. He's got a much nicer voice and he's way cuter than P. Diddy. Okay. No, he is cuter. And he has a way better voice. Off on your own, girl. Night and Day. That was my favorite of his. But I wasn't really that into Al Bishar, but he's attractive and talented. You know, I was more into my favorite back then was Piece of a Dream and Lance Webb. I've been running, afraid to look back, because James K. Lloyd's really good on the keyboards, and he had really good musicians that worked with him because they all liked making good jazz music with an R&B funk to it with Lance, who sang really good. We belong to each other. Feeling for You and We Belong to Each Other. That every time I hear those songs, I think of Edna Gomez. Yeah, because we were trying to date back during those times, and yeah, well, yeah. Okay. Leave a tender moment alone. I'm about to cry a little bit. I'm feeling sorry for me and Edna. We were good kids and we were really star-crossed lovers back then in the 1980s. And it wasn't allowed because of virtual presence through scientific Pentagon research pukes that are jealous of me and, obviously, jealous of Edna too. And then there's women out there jealous of Amy. Why does she get to be with the guy who's the best guy? Well, because she asked me out. Yeah. Okay. Well, she didn't screw it up. Your business partner screwed it up. She's divorced me since and said I'm not the one that she's supposed to be with. And rich, famous, quote, powerful women like that Pitbull's attracted to have had ample opportunities to, hey, I liked your Facebook load. Hey, I like your YouTube video. Hey, I think it's gorgeous the way you protect children from perverts. Wow, thank you, Kris Jenner. Thank you, Khloe Kardashian. Thank you, Megan Thee Stallion. Thank you, Queen Latifah. Earl, that's never happened. I know, but I'm the Messiah and I watch TV. Okay, we have a first alert wind warning for the next couple of days. But fortunately, it's not for tomorrow, and tonight I got to put out the garbage. And then tonight, I'll go check the mail, maybe shoot hoops in the garage for a while, come in and soak, maybe shave, and focus on Lord's Prayer. Eat, drink, sleep, Lord's Prayer. You wake up, Lord's Prayer. You go to bed, Lord's Prayer. You living embodiment of Lord's Prayer. And if anybody argues with that, you can't. You can just get up and do it with me. Aren't I gorgeous? Yes, I am. Yes, Ralph Earl Parsons Junior loves me. Yes, I love Ralph Earl Parsons Junior because the Bible tells you so. It's Earl, the son of Ralph and Mary, the second coming of his father, who's the person who just teaches the lay people the ways of Jesus Christ. Yes, Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. loves me. The Bible tells me so.